Alrighty, good morning everybody and welcome to another Swish stream with Steven. I am Steven, my team is Swish Gaming. If you enjoy the content today, please give my team Swish Gaming a follow on YouTube at Swish Gaming, Twitter, The Swish Gaming, Facebook, Swish Gaming, and Twitch, The Swish Gaming. Alright, so I've been saying for the last few days that today we were going to play this Jund deck that Zach or Zyphon in chat wanted us to check out. It's just another Lurrus deck. It's got the typical good stuff. 4 copies of Darcy, 4 copies of Ragavan, 4 copies of Unholy Heat, some good hand-hate spells and Inquisition and Thoughtseize. The list that was initially sent to me had 2 Fatal Pushes in it. We're going to go down to 1 Fatal Push. I want a second copy of Terminate because I want to be able to answer Murktide Regents a little better. The blue-red deck is still very much a good deck in this metagame. And so I wanted to have a second answer to it main deck. So we're going to play 2 Terminates in the main. I've also got 4 copies of Mishra Bauble, 4 copies of Tarmogoyf. This is like one of the main reasons to be green. A lot of decks are not playing cards like Fatal Push right now, so Tarmogoyf can be a very, very big threat, very, very hard to deal with. So should be interesting to try this one out. We've played this in one of the Abzan decks that we played like a week ago as well. Was pretty good there, so I'm expecting it'll be pretty good here too. We got 4 copies of Wrenn and 6. Wrenn and 6 is not only pretty good in the metagame because it deals with Darcy when it's not Delirious and can deal with Ragavan in play, but it's also just very good to be recurring stuff like Urza's Saga. We also have a copy of Nurturing Peatland. Peatland will be a land that we can continually cycle and buy back if we need to with Wrenn, which is pretty neat. And then obviously we have a good amount of fetch lands. Looks like we have 8 fetch lands here. So Wrenn and 6 hopefully will be good for us. I'm excited to play this one. I haven't played Wrenn in a very long time. So this will be cool. But Wrenn and 6 and Tarmogoyf are like your big reasons to go Jund with this deck. A few big reasons. Obviously we have Abrupt Decay, but Abrupt Decay, I'm not even sure that Abrupt Decay shouldn't just be a main deck Assassin's Trophy, again, just to be able to answer stuff like Murktide Regent. But the problem with Assassin's Trophy is ramping people is obviously bad, and it's especially bad in a format where there are tons of mana sinks, there are tons of rewards for having extra mana, Omnath being a big one that comes to mind. I really don't want to be giving my opponents mana when they're an Omnath deck. So we'll play the Decay. It's a nice main deck answer to stuff like Chalice of the Void. So hopefully it'll be good for us. We'll kind of see what happens. But other than that, if you want to get too much more details on the deck, you can check out our Cardboard Live link. Here, real quick, we'll talk about the 1-mana artifacts you can go tutor off of Saga. We've got 1 main deck Nihil Spellbomb to nuke people's graveyards, 1 Pyrite Spellbomb, just a continual loop to kill things, and also just a way to draw cards if we need that. And then a 1 of Shadow Spear, which is going to be super good on both Tarmogoyfs and on Construct tokens some of the time. So that'll be a solid main deck thing as well. Other than that, though, that's pretty much the main deck. Let's go ahead and check out some of our sideboard options here. 2 copies of Alpine Moon, very typical Lurrus deck stuff here. 2 Alpine Moons, just deal with other people's Urza Sagas and things of that nature. It's also good that this only blows up your opponent's Sagas, not yours, which I was just checking here real quick, because I haven't played with a Saga deck with Alpine Moon in it yet, so that'll be good for us. We have a 2nd copy of Nihil Spellbomb, 1 copy of Pithing Needle, stop those activated abilities, pesky Planeswalkers, or other things that we might want to name. 2 copies of Collective Brutality. This is going to be a really good card against burn. 1 Seal of Primordium, just kind of a recurring naturalize effect. Should be very good for us. Like I said, 1 copy of Assassin's Trophy was in the sideboard, so clearly the player who initially built this deck agrees that Trophy is good enough to be in the 75, but they didn't want it main deck. I'm fine with not playing it main deck, but I am playing the second Terminate over the second Fatal Push, because although I think Push is definitely pretty good in this metagame, and I do like mana efficiency, I also like clean removal to Murktide Regent. So playing a second copy in the main deck seems good to me. We also have a third copy in the board, again, just for kind of Murktide region or in any matchup where we want to have more removal. Then we got 2 copies of Torpor Orb for those Yorion decks. And that's pretty much it. There aren't too many other Torpor Orb matchups in the metagame, but there are a lot of Yorion decks, and Torpor Orb will be very good against, pretty much all of those, which will be nice. Then we have 1 copy of Caligan's Command, another way to blow up Chalice of the Void post-board, which is nice, and also just a very good card in Lurrus Mirrors. Obviously, we have our trusty Lurrus of the Dream Den here as our companion, and then we have 2 copies of Engineered Explosives. Okay, so that's pretty much the deck. Again, if you want to check it out, you can check out the Cardboard Live link. But let's go ahead and let's hop in and see how good this deck is. Make sure we're playing Jund. We are indeed. All right. I'll be very interested to see if the draws of green losing, say, blue for like dress down and stuff, like the Grixis Shadow deck, is Renin 6 and is Tarmogoyf worth those changes? While things of that nature when you go for the white splash. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. Waiting on. So honestly, is going to be one of the own recently. All right, we won the die roll. Opponent does not have a companion. It doesn't look like. Think I'm going to keep it. Think we go get Blood Crypt here. Blood Crypt or Overgrown Tomb with this is the question. Maybe I think it's got to be Blood Crypt. I do think I'm going to keep this though. It's kind of weird though. I'm not really sure. Yep, it is indeed blue-red. Their hand is pretty good. I'm probably just going to take the iteration and we'll just Abrupt Decay this. So, let's do that. Okay, F6. Draw off this Bauble. Goyf, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. Okay, they didn't even play Ragavan. They can't kill this, which is pretty nice. I believe it's going to be a 3/4. Can't kill it with Bolt, at least. Yeah, I'm definitely going to just slam a Goyf here. Really a very good Goyf turn. Next turn I can go either Saga. Yeah, I'll probably go like Saga Lurrus in hand next turn, honestly, but let's go ahead and slam Mr. Tarmogoyf. It's a very good Goyf matchup. They might deploy their EE onto, and we might just decay the EE. So we'll kind of see how this goes, but not upset with where we're at here at all. They're probably going to fetch and consider here, I'd imagine. Yep. 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 Okay. Goyf gets bigger. Big fan of that. They still are not quite delirious, so Unholy Heat doesn't kill this yet. We do know they have Unholy Heat, because we saw that off Bauble. Yep, there's the mountain. So we know they have... Yep, that's fine. Funny thing is, if I kill this, they can heat this, so I need to be smart about my timing on everything here. Okay. That'll be good for future Murktides and things. This can die to a Bolt, but do I care? I'm just trying to set up Saga. I don't hate just setting up Saga and just leaving up removal. That probably is a good play. It also, when this pops off, it'll grow the Goyf even more, which I'm pretty excited about. So let's do that. Just going to leave the Goyf back. I'm not trying to expose myself to this Ragavan. I'm not trying to force myself. This isn't Affinity. I didn't say it was going to be Affinity, Andrew. That's funny. Yeah, that's an iteration. You got that. Project work and watching the stream is the life. That's awesome, man. Consider enters the exile zone. Well, the good news is if they cast that Consider, I can kill this Ragavan, and my Goyf still isn't going to die this turn, which I like a lot. Just from mana efficiency perspective, it's going to be good. Another hand is Bolt, EE, Unholy Heat, and then I believe Unknowns. Is there any way I can wait to kill this until after this goes off? Because once this goes off, this is too big to die to even an Unholy Heat. The problem, though, is they can just, like, attack into me next turn, but I guess I can just block. I don't love killing my mana, though. That's not particularly good. I think I am just supposed to get rid of this. There's definitely some argument to wait and not kill that, though, for what it's worth. Ooh, that is nuts. I'm into that. Now they could Unholy Heat that, so I'm probably gonna save that in my hand for now. Here I can just make a construct or whatever. Make a construct, play land, play Darcy. We are definitely punching our opponent for 5, no question there. Is making a construct or getting Lurrus in hand a better play? That's a real question. That is a real question. Construct just I want to get full value off this Saga. Let's not be greedy. Let's make sure we get at least 1 token off this. Probably 2. I'm probably just going to force my opponent to just beat constructs. Although I do know that they have... Yeah, that's fine. I do know that they have EE for 0 as an option. So maybe the second construct's whatever, but I definitely want the first one. I guess if they're EEing on 0, like how bad is that actually for me, you know? Make a guy. We'll see if they use their bolt here. We know they have bolt. Yep, okay. They've used the bolt, which means now they cannot use a removal spell, or a counter spell, sorry, on this, which I like a lot. What? What is that? Wonderful. All right, let's go back here. Okay, Ren, please. Plus. Question is, do I want the Saga, or do I actually want good, clean green mana? I guess I probably want the Saga here. Let's just keep this train going. Do I do the Spellbomb thing right now is the next question. Probably. I don't want them to be able to heat this. Yes. Okay, that'll be also very good. Very good next turn, I think. You hope your historic deck's 7-0s, because standard's going to be a bunch of close games. That's fair, man. Where's this going? Me or the Ren? Sure. Yeah, man, we can do some standard or historic testing tomorrow with your lists if you'd like, for sure. I would definitely be down for that. They hit my bauble. That's kind of disgusting. Could have been worse, I guess. Still annoyed. Still annoyed. Well, that's pretty good, DeCandio. That's pretty darn good, man. EE on 2. Popping EE. Sure. Fine by me. Fine by me. Ragavan. I think we're going to give him a little Inquisition. Little Inquisition action here. So they've got Heat, Ragavan, Bolt. They just take their threat. I'm fine if they, like, trade these for constructs. Just going to take their threat. Play this. Attack, and I am going to make a guy. Go. Put the pressure on our opponent here. Yeah, I agree, Brennan. I agree. Just get full value out of these Urza Sagas. We have Terminate for if they draw any threats. Oh, another Saga. Nice. More constructs, please. Okay. None of this seems like bad. It's which is like the best. Bauble's not amazing, I don't think. I honestly just kind of like a Spell Bomb. With them at 6 especially. It's like very, very dangerous situation for them. Now the next question is, do we like Lurrus to hand or just Dashing Monkey? Dashing Monkey seems like really bad for them, especially if I connect. So I think I'm going to do this. Seems very bad, potentially, for our opponent. Another Bolt. Sure. That was a pretty darn good top deck from our opponent there. Pretty darn good. But the good news is we have Terminate to cover Murktide. The only thing I'm like super afraid of here is Counterspell plus Murktide. That would be very, very weak for me. Snapcaster Mage, huh? Sure. Assume they just kill the construct here. Yep. Okay. I think I'm going to check out their hand here. Oh, boy. Okay. That's awkward. Go ahead, opponent. Is this just like a non-Murktide build? It's like a blue-red control deck? It's kind of what it's feeling like. Yeah, you have a rail. Darcy. Make a construct. What is going on? I want to make a... God dang it. I needed to not auto-yield to that, huh? Yikes. Alright. That's really bad. I really wanted a construct there, and certainly a mana. Yes, Dewey, it is kind of weird, isn't it? Well, I guess we just attack our opponent and then terminate the Darcy. Yeah. Black, red. Put you to 3. Ended up not being too bad. Yeah, never auto-yield to Urza Saga. Fair enough. Fair enough. Opponent is effectively at 1. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to go this first. See if they have like a counter or something. Okay. Goif. Ralzerit's minus is pretty insane, honestly. I can kill Goif. I guess if they're minusing to kill something, though, it means we don't have to beat the Ral anymore, which would be good. Sure, Bolt. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Interesting game here. They're effectively at 1 because Spellbomb can go upstairs. Yeah, that's a Ral Zarek killing my thing. I'm just going to continue to leave the Spellbomb in play for now. I don't really know what I want to do with it. We're going to put Lurrus in hand now. There is a world where I just launch the Spellbomb for 2 damage, and then just, if Lurrus resolves, we just replay it and win the game. I don't know that that's correct, but it's certainly an option we have. Do we go for that? Yeah. I'm in to try it. A little greedy, but... Alright, opponent said, yeah, we're getting somewhat low on clock too, so I just decided to say screw it. No idea if that decision was actually correct, but it worked out for us, so lucky us. Alright, Needle's coming in for Ral. Trophy seems good for Ral as well. K-Command's good in this kind of matchup. Brutality should be pretty good. Do we want this for, like... Are they going to Blood Moon us? They probably will. I don't know for sure, but they could definitely be a Blood Moon deck. I don't know if we want this yet. Maybe we wait on it to see if we actually see the Blood Moon. So it feels like if they're not playing Murktide, then we probably don't want Spellbomb, Nihil. They have Snapcaster, but I'm not really trying to Nihil Spellbomb Snapcaster Mage all that much, I don't think. I don't know for sure. It's kind of my inclination though. Shadow Spear is like, I don't know that we really necessarily need this either. It ended up being pretty good that game, but I don't know if I actually like it in this matchup or not. Again, no Murktide, so we haven't seen a Murktide at least, so I think I'm going to cut the Terminates. It's going to be pretty funny when my opponent just Murktides me this game and punishes me for these decisions, but it is what it is. I think I definitely want the 5th removal spell on the draw for 1-drop, so I'm not going to cut push here on the draw. How good is Brutality? It's just like a 2-mana Duress. That's actually, and it can't even get the Planeswalkers. So maybe we just go down to like one of those. I'm not even convinced that it's actually even that good, period. Here. Because again, it doesn't really hit the stuff that beats us, which are the walkers. It can kill creatures and Duress, which is kind of cool. If they have a Darcy or a Ragavan, I guess. Maybe this card just sucks. Maybe I should just bring bring the Shadow Spear back in, so I have a way to gain life, a way to race better if need be, make my sagas a little better. Go on. Thanks for liking the stream, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think we are going to go with this. I just want to see. Just one copy of Brutality here. Not the biggest fan of it because it doesn't hit the walkers. Still a fine card, but all right, this hand's very awkward. Pretty. I guess we have Spellbomb to kill a Ragavan early, so I'm going to keep it. Hopefully they don't Ragavan on one. They didn't. That's kind. I am just going to rip their hand to shreds here. Let's just Black Cleave. Well, I want to bauble them or myself. I think I want to bauble them. Although I'm going to want to bauble them upkeep. Because I want to know. They're probably going to fetch. So I want to know the card on top after that. Okay. So they have a bunch of removal. That's fine. They can have a bunch of removal. We'll hand hate those away later. I'm just going to take the Channeler for now. F6 here. Okay. 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 I think I'm just gonna. I don't even need to bauble yet. I can like bauble myself. Yeah, definitely like baubling myself now and fetching away if there's another land. Saga's like the only thing I would consider keeping. Yeah, that's getting shuffled away. We have plenty of red, so it's probably going to be an Overgrown Tomb. Let's go ahead and check out our opponent's hand again. I got a Serum Visions. Take a Heater of Visions. I almost just want to take the Visions. Yeah, pretty into that. Then we're going to fetch an Overgrown Tomb tapped. And F6 our way through. What's up, Logan? How you doing, man? Yeah, classic, another land. Okay. They do have Murktide. Interesting. So they have 2 Unholy Heats in hand and a land, right? I guess I can just set up, shoot this, and then to this, you discard or something. Maybe I play Ragavan to let it die so I can return it. I'd rather do that than have him discard a random card, I think. So let's play this. Let's play Ragavan. Let's cast Spell Bomb. And let's F6. Pretty early Murktide play from them. I'm kind of surprised they played it with this like weak of power and toughness, but I guess they didn't want me to Thoughtseize it or whatever. Blood Crypt or Stomping Ground. Probably another green, I guess. Fine. With black mana. Our mana's just really very good. Well, that was a really good draw. Basic for Moon. Oh, yeah, that makes sense to Candio. I should have gotten a basic for Moon for sure. For sure should have gotten Swamp for Moon. You are correct. That would have been a better play. Yep, they heat there. That's fine. Uh, 2 damage, return. Target creature from your graveyard to your hand, 2 damage to any target. This. No, it definitely makes sense. I agree that it should have certainly been a basic, no question. Okay. Especially because our mana was already very good. Our mana was like perfect, so just getting a basic to play around Blood Moon just made sense. Alright, well, we know they have 1 Unholy Heat, 1 Unknown to consider, alright? Jace. Yep, it's pretty good. Kind of figured they'd have Jace. Jace and Ral. Yeah, our opponent, I mean, honestly, we definitely should be playing around Moon because it looks like they're really playing Blue Moon anyway. Oh, that was a, okay, very good draw. I think we're just trophying and making a thing. I want to make a token, I think. So I think the Ragavan wasn't even... Honestly, too... Well, I guess they had to shuffle their deck. I was going to say they might have left a bad card on top for Ragavan anyway, because they had just brainstormed and knew we had the Ragavan. Let's see. I have Delirium. Do I just, like, get a needle and name one of those Planeswalkers? I think I do. Definitely. I think I'm going to name Ral. Because Unholy Heat's going to kill Jace, like, for sure. What the heck is that card's name? I don't even know what the name of that card is. Is it Viceroy or something? This is the one, right? I believe. Pretty sure it is. I know there's a 4-mana Ral too. I think this is it. I think it's Ral, is it, Viceroy? I guess could scroll up in chat history to last game. Fair. Ral, is it Viceroy? Yep. Okay. At some point, my opponent's going to have to kill these constructs, but they're afraid of Ragavan, so they're saving their heat. It makes sense. I'm just going to put Lurrus in my hand. Currently, if they played a Murktide, it would be a 6-6. They would maybe make it a 7-7 and just use their heat to play around me having a heat. It would definitely be a good call. Well, that all seems good to me. That's also good for me. That's just going to be a duress here. Should have probably tapped the Overgrown Tomb here, but that's all right. Yep, that's fine. Sure. God. Ah, frickin' Snapcaster Mage, man. Okay. Hmm. Do I just, like, make them kill this? Is this economy? I know, snapping this economy, I agree. Whatever, I'm just going to make them deal with my Ragavan, I think. I should have had a red mana up here, though, if I would have tapped better. But that's fine. Honestly, they should just maybe consider and block. Yeah, that's what they went with. And this makes my play look that much worse. If I would have had a red up here, I could have just killed this. Well, they kept that. Did they bin it? They binned it. Okay. Bin to Steam Vents. God, dude. Iteration. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yep. Definitely in some trouble here. And my clock is not in a great position either. Blood Moon. Alright, well, we know they have Moon. I think I'm just going to concede to this. The Swamp kind of makes things interesting, but it's good to know they have Moon. Let's just go to the next game. Alright, I am going to bring this in for Moon now that we've seen it. This card just seems really not good, honestly. I do want Terminates as well for Murktide, some number of them. Trophy I like. Decay I like because it can also hit Moon and kill the little idiots. Honestly, I don't love DRC in these kind of matchups, so I might even like cut them all, to be honest with you. I'm almost wondering if they cut theirs as well, and I'm on the play this time, so I'm going to cut push. So how many answers to Murktide do we want to have? Also, do I want to like attack their graveyard? I think I want one of these at least because they're Murktide and Snapcaster Mage. It's possible I even want two. This is our first match, Zach. First match. We're in a tight one here. I guess I'm into a second one of these. Could be good. And the question is, do I want like one Brutality or the third Terminate or the Shadow Spear? What do we want here? Yep, we are going to game 3. Could still have one of these, even though it's like quite medium. I mean, it would have been good that game if my opponent's hand was not exactly Burn Spell, Snapcaster Mage. So I think I'm going to try this. Yes. Hand looks solid. Just going to bauble my opponent. There's no real reason to bauble myself this turn. I could, I guess, wait on baubling, but I think I'd like to know what they're drawing. Classic. Okay. Blood Crypt. Okay, well, I'm just going to take the best card in their deck. Not great. I do not want 3 of these. I didn't even want 2. Hardly wanted 1 right now, but okay, that's a good draw. Do I want to play it this turn and just put myself on the Saga plan? I think it seems pretty good with what their hand is. Make them deal with these and then Ragavan them later. There's also an argument to just like play the fetch here, then next turn play this and get Lurrus in hand. That might be a little more mana efficient. I'm actually going to do that. It also gives me a dual. Well, I guess I probably want to get a basic here, huh? Probably want to get Forest. I was going to say getting a dual. I don't know. If I don't get a duel, I can't cast Lurrus, which is pretty awkward. I wonder if we just have to hope he doesn't have Moon. But I guess I'll draw more lands, hopefully. Whatever, I'll just get a basic. Nice. Now I could get another basic if I wanted to. I think we want to get this going. I guess if he like draws exactly Blood Moon though. All right, I'm gonna play it safe. We're just gonna get another basic. Another basic. Put Lurrus in hand. Give myself an out if they top deck Blood Moon. They very easily could have set that up, set up a Blood Moon here, so. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. Very good. And I'm definitely playing this. Do you have a counterspell? Nope. Nice. Do I want to leave up Heat in case they have like Snapcaster Mage or something to pressure this? Or do we just get the Saga going? I guess I'm just going to get the Saga going. Alright, I have to start thinking a little faster. We're getting pretty low on time here. Sure. Yep. Bolt me. You got it. Just gonna play another Saga, I guess. Well, no, that's not actually very good. Just play a fetch. Go ahead. Worth noting, my opponent does not have well, they have Delirium now. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm just going to make this now and do this now and then F6. I've had enough of wasting time. I'm just going to get Stomping Grounds, I think. Okay, I understand. God, why does it... I should have come over here and yielded. I still have so much learning to do with the Moto controls, man. Am I seriously going to die to bolt, bolt, bolt? Are you kidding me? 4 bolts? Give me a break, dude. What a bunch of trash. Okay. Well, that was really annoying. Just the trip bolt, snap bolt you. Imagine thinking that's still good. All right, well, looked good there, I guess. Cannot believe we just lost to 4 lightning bolts out of a blue-red deck. 3 natty bolts and then a snap bolt. Opponent's deck was kind of cool, though. I'll give him that. It's just basically Blue Moon, I think. Come on, an opponent. Taking a while to find somebody at the moment. If this was Arena Historic, we'd be fighting. It's fair. Alright, let's take this. Reel this. Oh, that hand is awful. Mulligan this. This hand's also not great, but I am going to keep it, I think. Opponent has no companion. What do we put on the bottom? Definitely the Shadow Spear, I think. I'm going to bauble our opponent. Prismatic Ending. Okay. Oh, lantern control, huh? Kind of just want to take their stirrings, but maybe I take their lantern. Hmm. That's close. It's a really close call. Take lantern. That obviously screws up their like deck control. I'm gonna take this. I'll make them find another lantern off that stirrings if they want one. If I let them have that and we just like don't draw lands, we just die so hard. Well, yeah, that's. I imagine gonna take the Ragavan. Pretty easy take Ragavan, I think. Yep. IOK or stirrings. IOK is just taking this Goyf that I can't cast anyway. They already have answers to it. I think I just take the stirrings. Don't let them find like the broken stuff. That's annoying. Very annoying. That's also annoying. Banner blocks hand. I see. Let me move that. How weird does it look to like put the banner in the middle, do you think? Is that ludicrous? It's going to be bad during like sideboarding and stuff to have it there. For now, I guess let's put it there. Unless you guys think it looks horrible, then I don't have to put it there, but scale down your screen capture. How do I do that? All right. So they drew the Spire. You could put it back on up top. It was just blocking your opponent's hand on Arena. Oh. Okay. Oh, oops. I want all of that. All of that. Oh my god. There. 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 Okay. All right. What do we want to get? I almost just want to get a bauble to draw a card, to be honest. We need, like, some land drops in the worst kind of way. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a swamp. Okay. Put Lurrus in hand. Put Lurrus in hand. Okay. Good to know the audio is not an issue once you refreshed. Okay. So we're going to put Lurrus in our hand here, and we're going to hope we can draw some lands. Would be nice. They're going to make 2 constructs and go get a lantern, I assume. Yep. God, so annoying not being able to yield to this. Ugh. Save time next game. Do you seriously think we're dead here? I don't think we're quite dead yet. Should probably name Ren, right? Ren would be a huge issue for them. Bauble? I don't think we're quite dead yet to Candio. I think we at least have a chance. We have heats for these. We'll see. If I don't draw land, I might concede. All right. I think conceding is fairly reasonable now. Not dead, just bored. Fair. We're going to keep playing a little bit. I still think we at least have a chance. Not a good one, but a chance. Not dead, just bored. It's fair. This isn't the most exciting game. I think I'm going to go get Shadow Spear off. Shadow Spear doesn't really do anything. Might just get like a Spell Bomb to pop it to draw a card. Okay, that's real at least. I think I want the Spell Bomb. What do they have in their hand? Just the ending. Okay, that's pretty sick. Stomping Ground, I think, is the pick here. Stomping Ground, shock it in, play Goyf. We need to get off this Lurrus nonsense and play Traverse for Titania and Zurin Orb. That sounds pretty cool. Not my Nightmare Kitty. Yeah, I don't know, man. I love playing some Lurrus. Alright, well, we're to the point of the game where we need to dodge Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, I'm just going to heat this because they really don't have heat targets in their deck. This is better as a redraw or 2 to the face, I think. Heat this, play Ragavan, 6-you. See to Candio, we might win this game anyway. You wanted me to concede. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, man. Nightmare Kitty is good all the time, it turns out, pretty much. Codex Shredder, deal. That can rebuy. And does it rebuy any card? Target card from your graveyard. Okay, any card. Interesting. What are we testing for? Today we're kind of just testing. Well, Grixis will be for. We're playing some modern events the next couple weeks. We've got something this Sunday. a 1K at our store, and then next weekend we got the NRG. So, but this was a list that Zyphon wanted to see in chat. Let's attack. Inquisition. Okay, that doesn't do anything. It's going to play the Lurrus, I think. Is there any reason to play the Bauble even though I can't actually use it? Not really. I'd probably rather just hold up, pop this, and 2U. So, let's do that. Let's do that. Can fetch a mountain, sack this to your face, replay it, sack it to your face. Yeah. All right. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. K command, please. Trophy, please. Pithing Needle's probably pretty good. EE's excellent. Spellbomb is not great. Seal's nice. Alpine Moon's nice as well. Yeah, it's probably all we want. Terminate suck. Push sucks. Heat sucks. And one more card. They might trim a Wren just because they're a needle deck. And so if I draw a bunch of this, it's going to be embarrassing. Let's trim on one of these, I think. $61 YOLO. It's all right. I'm fine with not 61ing it here. Well, it's not the best hand in the world, but it's a keep. Leyline. Well, it looks a lot better now. Turns out I had no hand hate. Opponent, no hand hate here. What are you going to show me off that Stirrings? Is it going to be a land drop, or is it going to be some stupid artifact? Land drop. Ooh. Urborg's going to be pretty sick. Fetch, Shock, Stomping Ground, Ragavan. That lets us Renin 6 next turn. Off the treasure. If our opponent can't deal with this, that's pretty cool. Ancient Stirrings again. Yep. Okay. 90% confident I went up to 61 in each SCG finals I won. That's funny, man. That's really funny. Okay. Interesting. Hit you. Is that card even worth playing? I don't think it is. I also don't even think I want to Ren here. I think it's just better to Inquisition you. Then my mana's awkward, though. If I go... Oh, I can't... Never mind. The Inquisition doesn't do anything. I forgot about the Leyline. So I probably do want the Ren and just get the fetch land back. I think I do want to do that. Let's start hitting our lands. And I guess I could play the Soul Guide Lantern if I wanted to. Eating one Stirrings doesn't really hurt me, and then we can pop this for a card later. It also makes my tokens bigger off Saga. So I guess, sure, let's do that. Question is, do I want to play the Fetch or the Saga? I think it's Fetch. I don't want to be forced to use my Saga next turn, because that might not be what we want to do with our turn. Is it red-black or green-black? Probably green-black. Yes, Inquisition against Leyline. Yeah, I know. Classic Inquisition versus Leyline. I wonder if they'll trade a construct with Ragavan here. Let's find out. I imagine they will, which is good for me because I have another Ragavan. Sure. Fine by me, man. Okay. Let's see. Saga, Goyf, Ragavan here, I think. And then plus. Ragavan, cast. Goyf. Plus. Return. Go. Yep, so they're doing that. Makes sense. Well, it's good you're having a good time, DeCandio. Alright, Lantern of Insight makes sense. Urborg. Thought sees me. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what they take. It's either Shadow Spear or Trophy. Okay. That's concerning. It means they probably have a bridge. Nihil Spellbomb on top. Okay. Interesting. Okay, play this, I think. I'm going to move that a little bit. That's an annoying spot. All right. So, I think I just attack both and I can tick down the Ren on the construct. That seems pretty reasonable to me. I don't know, maybe ticking this up is better. Threatening Ultimate. Yeah, Threatening Ultimate's actually a pretty real thing. Maybe their construct doesn't actually matter that much. I definitely want to make a construct. How big is my construct going to be? Pretty 2-2 at the moment. Let's play this. I know I'm going to do that. There's no question about that. Then I... believe I'm going to play this. I do think I just threatened the tick down. I want this off the board. And I'm fine with a treasure as well. Okay. Opponent didn't even want any part of that exchange, so the treasure will be good to grow my sagas and give me mana. Obviously. Forgot this is also a swamp, but we do want to fetch because of Ren anyway. Yeah, man, it's a cool deck for sure. It's a very cool deck. I'm just going to get a basic because of the Urborg. Ooh, an EE is excellent. I can actually just pop this to draw into that right now, which is really sweet. And then that will force him to either sack this or let me have an EE. Yeah, I'm going to make that play. Card, please. Yep. All right, well, that's a good exchange for me. I'm into that. Go. Excuse me. Grixis. Okay. Opponent definitely is in some trouble here. Even with the EE, or with the Ensnaring Bridge, I think we definitely have a chance. Yep, that's fine. Oh, they don't have a land either? So we still get to send the Ragavan, which is nice. Oh, that's pretty good, huh? That is pretty good. Pretty darn good. What do we go get here? Guess I don't hate a bauble. Pop that whenever I want. I guess I could have named Grixis with a needle, but that doesn't seem very good either. Seal, trigger. Been that. Blow this up. Combat, all at you. Yep. Yep, got him. We got him. Nice. All right. 1-1 on the day, folks. 1-1. Not too bad. The first loss was pretty rough too. Yeah, Zach, it's definitely a cool deck though, man. It'd be a fun thing to play at FNM. I mean, it's basically what Nate's been playing. It's pretty much the exact same thing, just a couple different cards here or there, but Nate's been playing this forever. Personally, I definitely think blue, the Grixis deck's a little better than it, but it is definitely still a good deck. I mean, any of these Lurrus piles are just good. Did we get there? But we did. We did. Yeah, you said you weren't feeling very well. Are you still not feeling super hot? They also revealed the Lurrus. I mean, I'm going to keep this. This hand's fine. I think I just want a Blood Crypt. We sure did, Logan. We crushed them. All right, yield to this. Another land. I don't think I want another land. Always, yeah. Why do you have to hit OK to this card? I don't understand. There's so many clicks to bauble. It's so annoying to me. Want to see their card now or in their upkeep? I guess I'll just check it out on their end step or whatever, because they could be playing hand hate. They could be any number of different decks with Lurrus as their companion, either Hammer Time or some sort of black. All right. So the question is now, are they Abzan? Are they okay? Yep. Sure. Well, now we've got to play very cautiously. All right, an Ingenious Smith. That's pretty annoying. F6. Here I think I might just, like, play a Spell Bomb. More heats. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm going to get a Mountain here. Mountain, cast Spell Bomb. Try and be a little safe with our life total here, considering we're playing against Hammer. It's really weird going to this like Jund deck after playing so much Grixis, because the way you manage your life total is just like completely different. Put this into my yard. No thank you on that. Hit you for 1. F6. Oh, wow, they don't have lands? Let's go. Let's go. All right. That was a pretty good draw. Do I want to start using this yet, though? Or do I just want to build up my land count? Oh, I might just want to build up my land count, to be honest. I don't know, though. This will help me get closer to Delirium quicker, which is nice. Also just gives me more threats. I think I want to wait like 1 turn on that or so, though. I want to just keep hitting my land drops, because I want to put Lurrus in my hand pretty soon, too, so we can set up the Bauble looping. So I guess I'm just going to put an Overgrown Tomb in tapped. I don't think we're going to need a 3rd untapped mana. It's very, very unlikely. Maybe playing the fetch was smarter, because that way if we did need it, if we did need the 3rd untapped mana, we had it as an option. I just thought it was really unlikely. Okay. I'm fine with playing this game with the opponent. Fine with playing this game, right? I just hit my lands and we just sit here looking at each other with some 1/1s for a little bit. The question is, do I pop this and kill this now that I have heat? Because they can like flash in a hammer in response, then I can kill it, then I get a trigger here. I get the hammer out of their hand. Probably still not right, but interesting. If I do that, I'm kind of 2-for-1ing myself, which is not great. Okay. That resolves and is absolutely going to die if you don't have a land. Why would you even do that? I don't understand this play. 2 damage to this, please. Pretty strange. Don't really get what our opponent was doing here. I think I just kill this as well. Now we just get to put Lurrus in our hand and start to... Ooh. I'm sad I killed this, but we are going to keep this on top. Absolutely keeping that on top. Okay. Saga Lurrus in hand, I believe, is the play here. Okay. One yep. God, maybe that still wasn't supposed to be Saga. This is actually probably supposed to be a fetch, and then Saga next turn, because I want to play Lurrus Bauble next turn, I think. It's an okay position, Zach. We know they have Ingenious Smith, which is definitely scary. Ooh, the Thoughtseize is annoying. Yeah, you Thoughtseized me. Alright, well, now I'm happy I played Saga, because they're just going to rip the Lurrus, but my hand is very good. We know they have Ingenious Smith. At least one hammer should be in their hand, I'd imagine, with the way this game has gone. Although they did play last turn pretty awkwardly. Just playing the Sentinel into the kill was kind of weird, but... Alright, well, we're Delirious. That's nice, too. It's going to make our clock significantly faster. And they have to take a damage. Well, I'm just going to Ren and snipe that. I don't know what our opponent's doing. They're not playing very well. I guess they're hoping. I guess they're just trying to give me less sagas, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with just paying a mana, not giving them a card, killing their guy, getting the Ren in play, which I want to do anyway. So. Okay. Just going to keep being safe with my life total and just grab a forest, I think. Red, green. I am going to pay. Turns out. Inquisition. I actually like this a lot. That's going to stay there. Get to figure out what is actually in our opponent's hand next turn. We know they have Ingenious Smith. I'd be fine taking that. So put this on top. Gosh dang it, Indoxus. All right, Andrew. God. Because we're on Moto, I'm going to do it after this match. Remind me I have to do push-ups and sit-ups after the match. But we're not trying to spew value here. Me and Moto are not good pals yet. Need to get much better with this client. Alright, so they're going to play their Ingenious Smith here with the hammer possibility up. I think. Why would you tap that land? Opponent's just making a lot of weird plays, man. A lot of weird plays. Sure. They really want to hit a 0. Yeah, Memnite here is pretty freaking annoying because that pumps the Smith. Okay. Okay, let's draw this Inquisition. Gonna make a guy off the Saga, I believe. Not doing much else with my mana, so yeah. Yeah. Do that. Oh, which artifact do we want to get here? Maybe just like Nihil Spellbomb. I kind of like Spellbomb because it'll make their Lurrus terrible. Or worse, at least. Also gives me a redraw. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Shadow Spear is okay too, but I don't think we want that yet. I'm going to go for the ink. I assume they're going to flash in Hammer and target the Memnite. Okay. Target the Memnite. I just let them have this. What? Why would... What are you doing? Oh, the trigger. They have an Ingenious Smith trigger. You got it, man. That's fine. Target there. I think that's fine. Oh, I'll be in big trouble to Shadow Spear if I don't kill this, though, huh? Alright, I'm gonna kill this. Could be wrong, but that's what we're gonna do. Bin this. So many things on the stack. Good lord. And counter there. You got it. Trigger this. A Goyf. I'm pretty into a 6-7. Pretty into topping that. Stoneforge Mystic. See you later. Plus this. Get back Saga. Play Saga. And attack for 3. Definitely like our position. Unless our opponent draws like really hot here, we should be doing just fine. Okay, that would qualify as drawing pretty hot. Interesting. Okay. Six, 4. Just gonna leave that back. The construct's like really dangerous. They're attacking my Ren. I was gonna say me? They're attacking me. Do I block? I know my top card's Goyf. If I can pop this and hit any artifact, I win the game.